Dallas Mavericks still haven't scored 100 points in a game in this series. Luka Doncic and company trying to change that. They now face elimination here in Game 4 tonight. Here's Jared Greenberg with Dallas head coach Jason Kidd.
Coach, what has the film told you about what the difference in the series has been?
Small things, transition defense, being able to not turn live ball turnovers, and then for us being able to finish, and then showing that we got to make some open shots, and that's when we're talking about behind the arc. We got to make some threes tonight.
Clearly, Boston is trying to target Luka on defense. What can you do to give him more help there?
Yeah, I think one is we understand they're going to target Luka and Kai. They're going to put them in everything. That hasn't changed for the first 3 games. We expect that again tonight. I think being able to protect Luka on the defensive end, also being able to do a couple things scheme-wise different tonight. Hopefully that helps us.
There's been a lot made throughout Luka's career about his relationship with the referees, and it certainly came to a head the other night with him fouling out. What do you want to see from Luka tonight in a must-win?
Yeah, I think for Luka, he does have some conversations with the officials, which since I've been here, he's had. I think in this last game on the biggest stage, it was maybe taken out of content a little bit. For those who've watched us, Luka will have these conversations, but for us, it's the positive energy we need tonight from Luka and everybody else, and he will continue to have these conversations, but hopefully during dead balls and not live ball action.
All right, Coach. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So a lot has been made about Luka Doncic, his interactions with the referees, and also him on defense. Chuck, what do you make of what Coach Jason Kidd said about those 2 issues?
Well, Luka's such a problem. They in the finals. I mean, not like they lost in the first round. So it's just funny how in the society we live in today, because of idiots and fools on television, we have to blame somebody. He's the best player. He's going to get the blame. That's really unfortunate. Hey, does he complain a little bit too much? Yes. Is he a great defender? No. But he's been All-NBA 5 years in a row. He's in the finals. Some of these other guys y'all think are great players, they've been sitting at home like 2 months ago. So listen, like I say, he's not a perfect player, but he's a great damn player, and he is the reason they are in the finals. He is the reason they're in the finals. But, hey, man, you got to blame somebody. Might as well blame the best player.
Well, Smitty, one of the things that Jason Kidd said was, okay, we're going to try to scheme differently and hide him on the defensive end. What are some things that he could possibly be talking about there?
Well, you're definitely going to try to keep him out of pick and rolls. You'll try to keep him in not being able to isolate out in front. But we all know no matter what, with the Boston Celtics right now, if you double, they have 5 guys that make shots. They have 5 guys that pass. They have 5 guys that make a play, which is just a special team. I mean, I think for the entire Dallas Mavericks team, they got to play good one-on-one defense, everybody, because everybody on the Boston Celtics can break you down and make another play, and that's what's making them great, and that's why they up 3-0.
And I think in a game like tonight, schemes and strategy, I mean, that plays a role, obviously. But really, it's going to be the mindset of this Mavericks team. Chuck talked about it earlier, you lose like you've lost. You really want to get on the plane and go back to Boston and play in that environment where they could potentially beat you on that floor. I know that may sound crazy to those people at home, but where is this team mentally? Where is this team emotionally? What's going to happen when they get punched in the mouth? In games, we know teams are going to make runs. Dallas may come out great, feed off the energy in this building, but at some point Boston's going to get it going. How does this team respond? What's the mindset of this group? Can they have it and be there together for 48 minutes? That, to me, is going to determine whether we go to Game 5.
Yeah, to me, the first quarter is going to be huge. Mm-hmm. If the Celtics got to – first of all, it's humiliating to get swept. Not that I've ever experienced that, but I hear it is. If they come out with energy, the Mavs don't want to go back to Boston. They don't, because they know they're not going to win 4 in a row. So if Boston comes out with energy, it's not lackadaisical. And Smitty's got a great point. If Tatum and Brown go downhill early, they're going to get those guys in foul trouble. They're going to score. If they come out just shooting a bunch of jumpers, that might get Dallas going. But you know what's interesting about all the criticism that Luka's taken. And when's the last time, this is game 4. When's the last time we actually mentioned another players on the Mavs team not named Luka or Kyrie? Name one time in 3 games. In 3 games. I've watched the first 2. I've been here. When was the last time somebody named Luka or Kyrie, we mentioned them for the Mavs?
To the point that you're making, right, in Game 3, Luka and Kyrie combined to score 62 points, which is more than Brown and Tatum, the rest of the team, 37, Smith.
It is. I mean, but they're taking all of it, like Chuck said. We all know that because they're superstars. But I also know, let's flip it on the Boston Celtics. Where are they mentally? Do they want to close this thing out? Sometimes you let up. The next thing you know is 3-1, and we all know I don't think they're going to come back, but I wouldn't take that chance if I'm the Boston Celtics, because sometimes you can go out there and start playing for numbers, and next thing you know, you lose this game.
You know what? Chris, get our opinion on the Porzingis thing, too. That's a big one.
Okay, yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, we're all talking about the fact that he's available tonight, but to your point, you're up 3-0, why play him?
That would be one of the craziest things I've ever seen. If he plays tonight, that would be one of the dumbest decisions, because let's just say hypothetically, if he were to get hurt again and we go back to Boston 3-1, man, it's going to be some second guessing. If he is close to playing, why wouldn't you hold him out another couple of days, let him play at home? You up 3-0. Why in the world would you play him tonight?
Chuck, let me ask you this. Like you said, great question. I don't think he should play tonight. What if he's ready for Game 5 in Dallas? Do you play him then? That's my question.
I'd play him in Boston.
You play in Boston?
I would play him in Boston.
I will wait to Dallas.
You'd wait back to, because, hey, let me tell you something.
That's just me.
Let me tell you something, because if they lose Game 5 in Boston, they're not going to win Game 6 back down here in Dallas.
And I agree. I'm just asking. I say 6.
I agree with that. I mean, I think you can't
When you say, Grant,
I'd say Game 5, because if Dallas wins today, Game 4, and then they go to Boston and win Game 5, now they got the momentum.
That's right.
Now it's a whole different ball game. So
I'm just saying,
assuming that he is healthy to play tonight, I would wait until at least Game 5.
100%.
I've been beating him without him. I'm gonna wait at least to have something for Game 6 to make them think about it.
Because you saw how when he came out in Game 1, how that crowd went crazy. And if you're up 3-1, you bring him out in Game 5 in Boston, that play's gonna go crazy.
It would be, I mean, not to disrespect the legacy of Willis Reed, but it would be almost like that.
Willis Reed had 2 points. Stop it.
But his presence walking out on the court.
Walt Frazier has never got. Walt Frazier had like a 38-point triple-double.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Willis Reed had 2 points. Stop it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Charles is going to disrespect the legacy of Willis Reed.
I'm not disrespecting.
Yes.
People never talk about Walt Frazier.
No,
one of the greatest
we're not saying that.
He had like 37, 12, and 12. And we're talking about a guy who scored 2 points.
I got a question. Since y'all two going at each other, who won in golf yesterday?
I beat him. Wilder Woods beat In the Woods.
First of all, put the camera on me.
Okay.
America, first of all, I want to apologize that there wasn't a greater differential in my win. The fact that there's a debate, I've let you down, I've let my school down, I've let black upper middle class kids who grew up with privilege and access to great country clubs down, that I am sorry that there is even a discussion, but I did win yesterday.
How many strokes?
No, he didn't win.
Wait,
First
guys.
of all, Wilder Woods over here. That's Grant in the Woods. Listen, I won. Shout out to Preston Trails. You guys were great.
They were.
Brendan,
they were.
you guys were great. Thanks for having us out there. Everybody was great. But I
was
won,
throwing
y'all.
darts. I was throwing darts on the green.
This is tied 1-1. This is what you two guys are telling us.
I beat him 2 years
Smitty,
in a row.
What did the third person involved in this say? Who did they say won?
No, what was two?
Who did Ahmad say won?
Ahmad said Chuck won, and then from NBA, Matt said Grant won.
Yeah, Matt don't know anything. I don't even know why we took Matt. Matt's fired. Matt's not going.
That's
out.
Matt right there.
Matt's not going to the Matt. He's not playing golf with me ever again. He sold me out. We going by Ahmad Rashad.
See, ladies and gentlemen, he
All
has
I
to pump
hear
people.
is lies and disputes. We have no idea who won.
How many eights you had, Chuck?
Hey,